Hello everybody, Paul Richards here with PTZOptics. It's vlog number 56 and we're talking about cloud-based video production. I didn't think this day was going to come. A lot of people said it wasn't possible. I found a company that can do it. And I said if you build it, they will come. This is cloud-based video conferencing, everybody. I think it's going to be really cool. Game changer, all right? Game changer. That's what we like to show you on this show. Cloud-based video production. Let's dig right into it. So is cloud-based video production or video production in the cloud the next big thing for SaaS and live streaming? So for those of you who don't know what SaaS is, I'll skip a couple slides. SaaS is software as a service. That's like Skype for Business, Zoom, anything you pay for that's in the cloud. You're not getting a physical product. We're going to go over the software as a service solution from EasyLive and look at their approach, which in my opinion is a true built for the cloud solution for video production. And then we're going to look at how the rest of the industry has been looking at it a little differently. Teradek, NewTek, and vMix with their IP-based video production. Quite different. It's not apples to apples, but we're going to look at this, and I think it's going to be really fun. This presentation is available. I'll put the link below. What would I use video production in the cloud for? Well, I've been getting this question a lot. In fact, Donnie Campbell on our site was saying that on YouTube was saying he had another question. He understands that there is software that can stream RTMP, vMix, Wirecast Go to the cloud, but if he could just stream to the cloud and have a server to manage everything, it's something that he was looking for. Well, Donnie, we've found it. It's called EasyLive, and it seems to be really the only solution that I could find out there that's doing this today. So I'm really excited to bring you guys some really cool stuff here. And I've got a live demo. If you check out our live show just last Friday, we went over the whole product line with the CEO. So I'm just going to breeze through this. I don't want to bore everybody, but let's go over the main features and then look at the rest of the industry, and then I'll show you a little bit of a couple clips from our live show. So first of all, when you go to the cloud, if you can host everything in the cloud, you've now got a web browser interface with the power of massive servers in the cloud, okay? They're using Amazon Web Services. So now from a Google Chrome box, from your phone, from a tablet PC, you have the power of a ridiculously powerful server in the cloud. So from a web-based interface, you can control all of your video production. Not just you, but entire teams of people. So let's just think about what that could do. You could have a video production team, you know, working on different aspects of the live show. You could have maybe a partner or a joint event. Maybe you're hosting an event with Budweiser and Budweiser wants to bring Red Bull in or something like that. Both teams can collaborate in the cloud-based environment we have. You can have a social media team, and we'll look at why that's so important and really enabling. And then you can even have your post-production team sitting there with their own DVRs, their own video clips, and taking that video and getting it ready for post-production before the show is even over. We can also do overlays and titles. So I'm not going to say it's as powerful as a TriCaster, but it's going to solve a lot of issues for people, a lot of basic issues. So the things you would expect, overlays, titles, things of that nature. One of the big features that they've just announced is the live preview and the output. So you can work on everything in preview before it goes to output. I think that's a really important ability to do that. You're not just going live with everything. You can build, and that's really good. You can do instant recordings and instantly publish them to your social media platforms. So you could take a snippet of a lecture. Let's say it's our president doing a great little lecture and he slipped up. He said something stupid. I wouldn't be surprised. And you take that 10-second clip, you record it. Now you can immediately post it to Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, immediately right through the cloud. Really cool stuff. You can do video asset management. So once you have all these clips that you've recorded through the cloud from your live show, you can edit them, you can put them into playlists, and you can build a backup stream, which is the next feature I'm going to show you guys. So with workflow management, you can actually send a stream, all right, to the cloud, which is in turn sending different streams, multiple streams to Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or wherever you're streaming to, and you can have a fail-safe. So if for whatever reason your camera feed from your network is is broken, or your computer dies. It's happened to everybody. You can have a fail-safe, and that you just simply can't do that when you're doing on-premise streaming. It's a missing piece, a missing step for streamers. In the broadcast industry, they broadcast from their television truck, out to a switchboard where there's a team that if a feed is dropped or broken, they can switch to something else. Well, in live streaming, you're usually dependent on a single stream, and there is no additional step there to fail-safe. Well, with EasyLive, you can do that. So you can tell I'm excited. This is some really, really cool stuff, and they've put together a use case with a direct ROI. If your live stream goes down, people are going to leave. They're going to think the stream went down, and you're going to lose people. If it goes down a second time, you're having bandwidth issues, whatever's happening, the world's gone crazy, you could really lose your entire audience. So just think about that. That's what you get. So it's $39 a month, 15 cents a minute. Personally, I think that pricing's right on. And so what we decided to do, we decided to do the math for you guys, right? So what does that mean? How does that compare to the Teradek, the vMix, the Wirecast, the TriCaster Minis of the world? Now, it's a different solution. This is not apples to apples, but I still wanted to put this together. So if we, just so you guys know what's going in here, so a 1-year subscription at $3.99, and because I do believe you get 2 months free if you sign up for a year in advance, and then 15 cents a minute. Okay, so that's $9 an hour. The Teradek numbers is a year subscription to their Teradek Core, which I will show you in a moment, and their least expensive Teradek product, which is required to use their cloud-based distribution platform, $4.99. vMix and Wirecast, we use the vMix 4K, which I believe is $700, and then we use the Wirecast Professional Studio, which is $1,000, and then the TriCaster Mini, which is really the entry-level NewTek TriCaster, at $5,000. So if you're only streaming for 1 hour, wow, EasyLive is going to be way cheaper than anything else, right? No upfront investment. You could even start at $39 for that first hour on the first month, but we're going to assume that you're going for a year here on these numbers. So what does this mean? I might have some more graphs and stuff to show where the numbers really start to make sense, but now businesses can get into live streaming at extremely low monthly subscription costs. When that happens, I was an economics major. That's when things start to really get interesting. So if you're only going to do 10 hours of streaming, that's $90 worth of 15 cents a minute there. You're still going to be less expensive than a vMix license, right? Once you get up to 50 hours of streaming, now it would be cheaper for you to have a vMix. Now, you have to buy your own computer. You have to pay up front. It's a different scenario, but at 50 hours, you're starting to get to the price of vMix. So how much do people stream? Well, what's even better is that you can stream directly off PTZOptics cameras, something that's going to be coming soon. I probably shouldn't even be talking about it, but as you know, there's built-in RTSP streaming into the cameras. We're going to be taking it so that we can integrate it directly with Facebook, YouTube, and EasyLive. So that's a nice thing coming down the pipeline. Once you hit 100 hours of streaming, you're still a little less than Teradek Core with their video product and a year subscription, but you're more expensive than a vMix and a Wirecast, less expensive than a TriCaster. At 250 hours of streaming, you're about 3 times the price of a vMix. Okay, so if you're a power user, maybe a vMix is better. I looked at a couple comments from our live show just a couple days ago. Roby Gorin is with me. He's saying this is really good. Dave the Dork is saying that $45 a month at 15 cents a minute is $9 an hour. So if I stream for 5 hours, it's going to cost me $45. Good for production companies that do proprietary event streaming that can exact a profit, but cost prohibitive for smaller companies. Thing is, in my opinion, smaller companies are only doing 1 hour of streaming a month, 5 hours of streaming a month. How much streaming are they really doing? At 500 hours of streaming, which is way beyond what a small business is going to be doing, yeah, it would be cheaper than buying a TriCaster. At 1,000 hours of streaming, it would be twice the price. So how much streaming does your company do becomes the question. And the amazing thing here is that the entry-level prices are low. That's what's key here. There's so many people that want to get into this that are just looking at these high prices up front, and saying I'll find another way. And we all know that using OBS and other things can lead to, you know, unhappy experiences because it's so restrictive and difficult to use. So here's a little breakdown of how many hours, you know, you might be looking at depending on how many hours you might be thinking about doing per week. I'm hoping this will be a valuable presentation for you guys. I'll have it available for download below. And take a look at our live show. I'm going to cut this pretty short here. I'm not going to do a live demo because it is available on our live show on Friday, and I don't want this video to be too long. We talked about streaming adoption. You know, where is the market? How is this going to change? You know, how quickly are we going to get to this early majority? And I'll leave that to you guys. So one of the questions I wanted to address right away is, well, what about bandwidth? What if I have multiple cameras? You know, that was a question that came up on the live show. Well, if you've got 3 cameras, 5 cameras, 6 cameras, what does EasyLive say to do? Use a switcher. You know, vMix, Wirecast, XSplit, it's still part of the overall stream, right? Just because they're adding overlays and stuff doesn't mean they're going to have the NewTek NDI or stinger effects or seamless switching of cameras, right? RTSP cannot provide that kind of frame accuracy that you can get with Wirecast or vMix or OBS, so it's a complementary product. And if you've got multiple cameras, you know, you could stream a single camera directly to EasyLive. We're going to give you the ability to do that. But if you have multiple cameras, think about using one of the traditional streaming softwares and then go right to EasyLive and do your switching upstream, as they say. So the cost of video equipment has gone down. The value of video content is completely gone up, skyrocketing, and that's what's driving all this information. I'm going to breeze through the way that other people have considered cloud-based. Nobody else that I can find has built a cloud solution from the ground up. Okay, XSplit, OBS, some of the industry's most popular live streaming hardware like Wirecast, vMix, and NewTek, they've come up with the new NewTek NDI. It's a standard, which is local IP-based network sharing, which is really great. It's low latency. It was announced at NAB 2016. It's already being used by over 1 million streaming productions. So it's an amazing software that you'll probably can learn more of if you're interested in our other videos. So I'm going to kind of breeze over this. There is a new thing called the Sienna NDI, which is going to allow you to bridge multiple NewTek NDI platforms together from anywhere in the world. So it's headed in the right direction. But I think when people think about cloud-based video production, I think EasyLive is kind of hitting the target for me for what I was looking for and asking for forever. Teradek actually has a product called the Core that you can research and learn a little bit about that gets close. Really great features for live streaming and redistribution. It was used at the 2016 election here in the United States to send 100 and something 20 live streams to different Facebook pages. Really cool stuff with Sputnik servers. Don't have time to go over all of this. I'm going way longer than I wanted to. The conclusion, I think that cloud-based video production is 2 to 3 years out. That's what I thought. But it's either 1 year out or it's here with Go EasyLive. They're launching a new platform. It's available today. You can fill out a link below to learn more. And here are some of the interviews we've done this year that will show you a little bit more about what can be done in the cloud. Rudy Ellis from Joycaster, April 15th. NewTek, we interviewed the CEO. That was fun. Talked about the NewTek NDI. We saw Teradek, and when Teradek gave us a product review of their core. We also interviewed the CTO of Gallery Sienna, who has created the NDI Cloud, and then we finally got the CEO of EasyLive, which really put the icing on the cake for me, showing how all of this works. So what do you guys think? Pretty cool stuff, right? It's available. Video production in the cloud. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys on the next Friday live stream or another video soon. Take care, everybody.